Hello. The trailer didn't work. Hang on a sec. Hi, welcome to my Twitch channel. I'm Greg, and I like to play classic video games. Join me 3 nights a week as we dive into my huge game collection to uncover hidden gems, replay the hits, and have a great time with our fun, friendly community. 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out for some old games, some friendly chat, and to raise money for the IWK Children's Hospital through Extra.
He's taking out Mage's Lazy. Look at that.
And if you can't tune in live, check out the archive on YouTube at Generation 16 Extra. Hope to see you in the chat.
So close. Yes!
Everything feels like it's running really slow tonight. Hey, Freyog, Keened. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, my computer just doesn't feel like it's running very well tonight. Don't know why. Hopefully, it's not stuttering too much or anything. We'll see. So, hey, check out that number. Hey, Drew. Scoop Joey. Yes, I think I remember you doing that. So this is Future Wars, Adventures in Time, which is a Delphine Software game, done by, Eric Chahi, who some people would know probably better from Out of This World and Flashback. Hey, Scoop Jessica. We'll see how this goes. I've never really played this game. But hey, look at that number for Extra Life, $4,730.26 raised so far this year. We're going to go into this weekend's stream at almost 50% of the $10,000 goal, which we've never done before. We've never been this far ahead. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, we still want to raise $5,000 by the end of this weekend if we can. Remember, you can actually donate by going to Stewart.ca. That will take you right to my Extra Life page. And of course, if you want to support the channel, subscribe, cheer, buy merch. Remember, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can subscribe for free for 1 month, but you need to re-up that subscription every month. Twitch will not remind you. Subscription numbers are a little low right now, so hopefully we get them back up. Sam Raimi donated, that's right. Okay. Excuse my constant clearing my throat. Like I said, I'm not sure what to expect from this, so let's all go on a fantastic voyage. Thank you, Drew. On the back cover of Futuro's manual is a full color representation of the copy protection screen. When the paint spots flash on screen, indicate which color they are on the illustration. You'll be asked to do this twice. Failure to do this correctly will result in a midnight visit to your house by the copy protection police. Click OK when ready. Don't copy that floppy. Oh, cool. Froyog, remind us that on the weekend so we can virtually sing you happy birthday. All right, need to find that image in a downloaded PDF I have. Here we go. I was trying to explain copy protection to my son this morning, and I don't think he was quite getting it. He's just like, well, why couldn't you just go on the internet and find that? It's like, good question. Hey, Sarah Bess. Oh, we need some audio here. You know if that's loud enough or too loud. Oh, you can really see the beginnings of Flashback here. You're standing at a cradle perched on top of a skyscraper. Muffled traffic noises reach your ears as you work energetically at what is, believe it or not, your full-time job. Uh-oh, here's Ed, the boss. He smugly watches his employee hard at work. But you know from experience that when he has that look on his face, things are going to get tough for you before long. Hey, Ben. Oops. The list of invectives that Ed hurls at you would be too long to quote here. You decide to sit back and let the storm pass. That's a great image. Phew, that was a nasty moment. Guess we're going to take the empty bucket. Okay, so you pick up the bucket. Let's see what it takes to save in this game. Because we're going to have to figure that out eventually. Okay, that's a... No. Examine, no. Inventory? No. Oh, no. Need to figure out how to save. Take, no. Operate, speak. There it is. F11. Okay. Starting. Huh. Okay. Well, that makes it more difficult. Does DOSBox have a save state? Alt F5 to save. Wow, thank you, Rob. Alt F5. Alt F5 to save. Don't believe that worked. Okay. All right. Hang on. We're just going to give this a minute here. All right. Let's do this thing. We'll see how far we get with this without being able to save properly. All right. Escape, escape, escape. We're going to examine the scaffolding. There's a control box in the cradle. You notice 2 buttons on the box. They are amazing. Yes, Keynet opened it all the way, which I thought you were just going to eat it with a fork, but it didn't work out that way. All right. We're going to operate. No, we're going to operate the red button. Come a little closer. You're my kind of man, so big and so strong. You press the red button. Click. The motor starts running. Operate window. Okay, it's opening. You climb over the windowsill and cautiously enter the building. I still wish I knew how to save. Let's try again. I really want to know how to do it. Backup drive is A. So let's go to drive C. Okay, now we should be able to save. F10. Save game. Starting. There we go. All right, we're good. Okay, that's better. This is an interesting looking game, I gotta say. All right. Gonna find the waiting room. Gonna examine the carpet. It is an expensive Persian carpet. Gonna operate the carpet. Come a little closer. You're my kind of man. I can feel something under my feet. Who knows that song? Did someone start singing the rest of that song for me? Move over so that I can lift the off the carpet. Thanks. Okay. We're going to get this eventually. Oh, come on. That's what I did read about this, is that it's got a fair amount of pixel hunting, which, of course, is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. It does have sound, yep. It's alive with the sound of music. Oh, sweet God. Come on. There it is. A little key has slid under the carpet. I am really digging what I played of Outer Worlds. Actually, if you listen to Player One this week, we have a pretty big discussion about it. Okay. So, I mean, I assume... I pick it up. Okay. So, I assume that's in my inventory now. Yep, it is. All right. Let's examine the waste paper basket. Oh. There's a large red plastic bag in the waste paper basket. So, we're going to take... plastic bag. I keep forgetting that he won't just automatically walk over there. Hey, Ricky. I have never, ever even heard of it until now. Pick up the bag. It is completely empty. Thanks, Jaspertine. Okay, and we're in the bathroom now. Let's look around. This cupboard doesn't seem to be locked. Well, let's open it. The cupboard is open. All it contains is a canister of insecticide, so I assume we want to take the insecticide. You remove the canister. This is the DOS version, which I have set to 3,000 cycles on DOSBox. I hope that's not super insanely fast. What's the WC? That would be the turlet. Little flag. It's a little red flag. You pick it up and put it in your pocket. Water closet. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. I would never have guessed that. Although I'm sure I knew it at some point in my life. Okay. So we got a little red flag. Looking back on the track for a little red flag. All right. We're going to... Thanks, Ricky. We're going to use the empty bucket on the sink. You're my kind of man. Use empty bucket on the sink. So big and so strong. Okay, it keeps walking away from the sink when I click on the sink. There we go. Okay, you fill the bucket with water. Yes, apparently washroom is Canadian. Or more Canadians say it than you hear in America. Oh, look at that. All right. I feel like it's time to save. Washroom. This is 1989. This was, I think, the first adventure game Delphine ever did. So, like I say, it's pre-Flashback, but you can, even just from the intro and the first couple scenes, you can totally see Flashback. Like, no, Drew, I have not. There's nothing of interest here. So I'm using a walkthrough here. For anyone who doesn't normally come to my stream, I usually use walkthroughs because otherwise we'd play these games for weeks and weeks. My schedule just takes way too long. So yeah. So when I do things that are completely out of left field, it's because I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. So we're going to use our full bucket on the door. Yes, Resident Evil owes a ton to Alone in the Dark. Okay, you place the bucket of water on the half-open door, giggling to yourself in advance at the great joke you were playing. Little things, please little minds. Get over there to the door. It's opening. This is no time to hang around. You rush out of the room before your boss can find out who was responsible for this pathetic practical joke. Oh, really? Red Book audio version of this? That'd be pretty cool. This is cool. It's a large military map. Oh, neat. Oh, there's little red flags everywhere. No, don't go back in, you fool. Benjamin, I have no idea. I'm assuming this is the original translation. You better open the door if you want to find out what's inside it. All right, let's open it. This one's locked. Well, you know what? I have a key. Oh, it's not the right key. All right. Maybe I can use it on this one. I'm going to end up doing absolutely everything in this game twice because I'm not standing close enough. Move. Oh, wow. It wants me to be in the exact right position? Good Lord. Well, I just call you Benjamin because that's your hacker alias. I could call you Mr. Anderson. Les Voyageurs du Temps, La Menace. Am I saying that kind of the right? Yeah, I assumed this started in French because it's Delphine Software. How about I give you the finger? It's the right key. The cupboard opens, revealing a typewriter. We're going to examine the typewriter. There's a small ribbon cartridge in the typewriter. On examining it, you notice that a series of digits has been typed. 40315. Why is that important, Ricky? You're very excited about the 40315 thing. Is it like a zip code or something? I don't know what they're called in France. They're called postal codes here. Oh, okay. It's just an important number. I thought there was some kind of reference. Okay. There appears to be a big bug on the back wall. You open the drawer. You find a sheaf of blank paper inside. Well, let's take it. You pick up the sheaf of paper. Yeah, sheaf. I've heard that word before. You don't hear it very often, but... Bean jam and rivers. Okay, now we're going to examine that map again. I do like the whole idea of all these little bits and pieces popping up all over the place. This is an interesting design choice. There's also a lot of wood paneling in these offices. Your uncle used to call you Bean Jam and Rivers? That was the cool uncle, right? Slightly drunk uncle? Drunkle? You're drunkle? Use the little flag on the little hole between the two red flags. All right. Oh, man, this whole house used to have wood paneling. Before my ex and I moved in here and tore it all apart and painted it, it was wood paneling as far as the eye could see, and it was glorious. Use flag on little hole. Settle down, Jessica. You place the little flag in the hole. We're such children. Suddenly, a secret passage. Oh, save? Okay. Thanks for the tip. Pizza is going to send out for you. Yeah, I know. The restore one is a little close too. This game does need a little bit more noise. All right, well, let's do it. You're inside a secret passage and you're feverishly curious. You glance automatically at the strange architecture of the walls and its ceiling, which, just a minute, it's getting lower. Okay, examine number keypad. What was our number? 40315. 4. Dear God, 4. Please, 4031. It's not working. Oh, God. I need to operate the keypad, don't I? The ceiling was a bit low. Next time, try to be quicker. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate that. Please let him float down like this. I love that we're sitting through the thing going back up. Why can't I do anything? Okay. Shooting snatchers is easy. I have to examine it first and then operate it. 4. Still not. Oh, okay. Operate. Oh my God, I have to operate each button? Oh. Okay. I have to operate each button. I think I missed a button. Oh, man. That was scary. Oh, and I could use the F5 key would have given me the operate shortcut. The ceiling has stopped moving and the door opens. Man, we're going right into the Matrix. This is a cool room. This game needs more sound. It's a piece of equipment that looks a bit like a photocopier, and you wonder what it could be used for. There's a small opening in the front of the machine and 2 buttons on the top panel. Sheaf. Gotta find the hole. There it is. That is a small opening. Okay, you insert the sheaf of paper into the slot. The machine immediately swallows it up. Calm down, Jessica. All right, we're going to operate the red button. Seriously, I'm not close enough to the red button? In a little cafe, just the other side of the border. You press the red button and... I think you've managed to set off the alarm. Oh, good. I probably should have saved. Oh, well. Oh, I operated the wrong button. Take documents. You examine the document. It consists of figures and more figures. Pick up the document which the machine has regurgitated. Operate. You press the green button. Apparently nothing happens except the machine is now emitting a faint humming noise. Oh, that sucked. Unfortunately, this is where your adventure ends. Curiosity is a serious vice which has cost you dearly. So I think I needed to press the green button first because that was turning the thing on. Still enjoying this more than the last game. What was that? What was the code? 40315? Yes. Space Quest 3 was one of my first as well. I love Space Quest 3. Come on, window washer. Get in there. All right, now we're going to save again. King's Quest 5 was the first VGA game I ever saw. And I was like, how could games ever look better than this? It's amazing. Okay. So we're going to try this again. So we're going to use the sheaf of paper on the opening. Oh, come on. I got to be close enough. See, the version that I played it wasn't the talkie version. And then I want to operate the green button first. You press the green button. Apparently nothing happens except that the machine is now emitting a faint humming noise. Now I'm going to save. And operate the red button. Press the red button and I think you've just managed to set off an alarm. I'm going to pick up the document which the machine has regurgitated. And there we go. Oh wow, that is so out of this world. That animation was very out of this world. No, Cerebus, I've never played the Goblins games, although they are definitely on this list. We will play them. It's a swamp. You ask yourself how you managed to get to this gloomy, damp place. The muddy ground stinks slightly under your feet. The few rays of sunlight which filter, with difficulty, through the lush vegetation suffuse it with a dim light which produces a strange, suffocating feeling. You take a deep breath and decide to forget for the moment what's on your mind. Is there something you can't hide? All right, let's save. Wrong button. This sounds ominous. Should I save again? Yeah, I'm going to save again. Remember when this game was quiet? Hey, Math Man. Okay. Use the insecticide on mosquitoes. Of course it won't work at this distance. Let's try again. Great initiative. You open the canister of insecticide and lavishly spray everything in your immediate vicinity. The mosquitoes won't be around for long. Some great text in here. Not words you normally see in these games. Oh, that was rough on the ears. Oh, what was that? Glint of light. You scrape away the soil at the point where you saw the glint of light, and there, hidden in the mud, you find a pendant. Oh, hey, Math Man. Honestly, who's left in the chase? There's Martin Truex, who's got the win already. I would love to see Chase Elliott or the driver of the 12 go a little further. Where do they race this weekend? Okay. I pick it up. And we're going to continue west. Texas. Okay. Ooh. Man, that's pretty. Salmon. Foot of tree. There's a little hole at the foot of the tree. You search inside it and find a rope. You take it. All right. We're going to use the rope on the tree branch. Okay, you use the rope to pull yourself up on the branch and make yourself comfortable on it. Oh, we didn't get to see him climb up. Time passes. Yeah, I want to see Ford versus Ferrari. The more I see those commercials, the more I realize I really want to see that movie. Please say more time passes. Time passes. ZZZ, ZZZZ, ZZZ. Just as you were about to doze off. It's Luke Skywalker. What we need now is a tobacco-addicted monkey. You hear a loud plop. A stranger has just dived naked into the lake. You decide to come down from your perch. Wow. Did you say it's Luke Skywalker because I said it's Luke Skywalker, or are we just the same person? We're totally stealing this person's clothes. How can I get closer? Literally right on them. Right now, the only problem I really have with this game is it really wants you to be standing in very specific spots. Like I can't move any closer than I was. Thanks, Gunstar. There we go. Well, I am close. I can't get closer. I guess I can. Right. This is no time for having second thoughts. You pick up the tunic. You pick up the trousers. Hey, Gunstar, 12 months. Thank you, sir. I did not see the movie McLaren. Although I think that'd be fascinating too. Bruce McLaren, by the way, not a lot of Formula One wins, but a ton of podiums. There was a time when, what would you call people from Australia and New Zealand? Australasian? There was a time when there were a bunch of really fast Australasian drivers in Formula One in like the mid-'60s. Jack Brabham and Bruce McLaren being two of the best. Okay. We've gotten the tunic and the trousers. Wait for me or I won't be long. Oh, he's changing. Just wait a moment. No, we're Luke Skywalker. He died in a Can-Am race, didn't he? In Canada, I want to say. Well, what do you think? Personally, I think it suits me. The character's now talking directly to the player. That's a little weird. We weren't doing that before. Oh, cool. Is this good looking? Suddenly we're playing King's Quest. Whoa, this is... Wow, some of these screens are really nice looking. An old tree stands in the middle of a clearing. You shake the tree. It doesn't look like you do much shaking to that tree. No, I've never watched anything by the 8-Bit Guy. Is that something I should check out? You shake the tree. Something falls from the cassock. Okay, how do I see what fell? Oh, examine the ground. At the foot of the tree, you find a silver coin. You take it. Rock the cassock. Rock the cassock. Shareem don't like it. Wow, the only YouTuber you support on Patreon. Right on. That's interesting. But does he do a Tandy 1000 RL review with an Amber monitor and no hard drive? Because that's what I want to hear about. Then I'm sold. You know I won't click a link you put in there. Send it to me on Facebook, Sarah Bess. Gotta remember to walk to these things before I can use them. This is a tiny little room. The man standing next to one of the tables seems to be the innkeeper. He listens to the conversation with interest. Gonna walk over to him. Use my shiny new silver coin. You give the coin to the innkeeper. He mutters a few words, which you find hard to understand, and indicates somewhere for you to sit. You sit down. Here, young man. What? What have her got to say for yerson? What have her got to say for yerson? For yerson. Later, Keenad. You know, Cerebus, what I've been looking for, and I'll have to look this up, but I have never found footage of the graphical interface that I had for my Tandy 1000. I found what's called, thanks Andy for the patron support. The innkeeper quickly goes back to the next table, which seems to be very lively. I found footage of what is supposed to be the Tandy 1000 GUI, but I've never seen one that looked like what I was using. Don't worry about that, Drew. I did not take it that way, but I really appreciate the support. Thank you. I only charge by the video, and that means that you pay like $1 every 3 or 4 months. Snatches of conversation come to you from the neighboring table. When missing yesterday evening, master's in right despair. He's a great man. We all feel right sorry for him. I'm telling you, and since then, everything's changed. They's right queer folk. Yesterday evening, Jinnit told me. Hooked on phonics. 'Tis a real pee. Someone must have angered powers that be. All right, I think we've learned what we're going to learn here. Should probably save. We haven't saved in a little while, have we? Sarah Bess just sent me a message. Right. I have to say, the pathfinding in this game, not great. Halt. You show the pendant to the guard. Come in, my master's waiting. Oh, cool. This is pretty. Oh, he's walking him from the background. What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Good day to you, stranger. I am Torin, lord of the province of the lowlands. My men told me of your arrival. You're immediately reassured by the benevolent air of the new arrival. The questions which have been bothering you jostle each other in your head, such as, where am I? What is the meaning of this medieval decor? You have a feeling that this man holds the key to the answers. What is the wing speed velocity of a swallow? What? I don't... Ah! All right. The Lord stares at you long and hard. He begins. You don't seem... Then changes his mind. I'm told that you possess an object that might interest me. Can I see it? You hold out the medallion, explaining that you found it in the marshes around the castle. She turned me into a newt. He examines it. Ah, I feared the worst, and I wasn't wrong. Really, Drew, that's hilarious. This medallion belongs to my daughter, Lana. Yesterday she went for a walk in the woods that surround the castle. She has not been seen since. This medallion confirms my worst suspicions. The Lord's face is so creased with worry that he suddenly seems to age. You inform him of the conversation you overheard at the inn. Yes, the people at the monastery have been behaving very strangely ever since the arrival of the new Father Superior. The villagers claim that the monks indulge in very unchristian ceremonies. This may just be idle gossip, but my men have become frightened of venturing near the monastery. The villagers are too superstitious, but I still think there's some truth in what they say. Unfortunately, I'm not as strong as I was 20 years ago. The Lord peers at you closely. Stranger, you give me confidence. Find my daughter, and you will be rewarded. You are my last hope, Obi-Wan. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go get a drink of water here. My throat's driving me crazy. All right. Mass seduction. Hello. I'm back. Moved with the man's obvious distress, you're daring enough to tell him, "Don't worry, sir. I will find your daughter again. If I have to move heaven and earth to do so." Seems like a big promise. The Lord then removes the pendant which he has placed around his neck and gives it to you. Take this and give it to my daughter when you have found her. Then she will know you are on our side. When she looks into Shelbyville, she will know that she sucks. And may the force be with you. What? Haven't I heard that somewhere before? That was weird. So all the Skywalker things we're saying are true? Let's take Lance with us. Okay, very carefully you take the lance from him. God, he gets caught behind so many things. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, we were saying that. He looks like Luke Skywalker. You're my kind of man. So big and so strong. Okay. Oh, jeez, come on. Thank you, Math Man. I love that song as well. Oy vey. And I knew, yes, I knew I should leave. Then I heard her say, come a little bit closer, you're my kind of man. So big and so strong. To get under this root, maybe? How's that? Like, this is infuriating, because otherwise this is great, but wow. Like, this is a little too finicky. Okay. Wow. I want to, like, drag him to the right spot. Oh, he went a little bit closer that time. Yeah, it's a huge step up from the other games we've been playing. Yeah, true. No kidding. I feel like I need to get, like, right here, but it won't let me. And now, well, the question is, will I spend the next half hour trying to get this down? Yeah, Scoop Joey. Oh my God, that was so frustrating. I think I'm too low now, but... Okay. Getting frustrated now. What now? See, and if I start using the arrow keys, it moves the pointer. Like, it doesn't help at all. Oh my god. Slightly below this route? I was here before. Ah, that solves. Okay. Good lord. He raised the habit with the lance. Wait for me here, I won't be long. We lost 4 viewers during that. Just wait a moment. Well, it really seems to be fancy dress time. That is an awkward translation. Now we're playing Loom. This could be habit forming. Nice. That would have been a better line. Man, he just blends right into that tree. Of course, I've heard of him. He's me. You fill the plastic bag with water. You now have a bag which is full, but with leaks. Like the food? Thanks, Mark. You're my kind of man. It's never going to stop. Oh, I didn't see what it said. I don't want to go closer. It's empty. All right, time to do that again. Oh, spoiler. Use full bag on wolf. Oh, really? Use. Oh, good lord. Okay. Of course, I could just restore. Okay, so I want him to growl at me first. You imagine playing this with like actual disk load times? Diskette load times? Use full bag on wolf. Kersploosh. Wow, well played. This electronic wolf has been blown to smithereens. I didn't have hard drives at this time. 'Cause I could just restore. Okay, so I want him to growl at me first. You imagine playing this with like actual disk load times? Diskette load times? Use full bag on wolf. Kersploosh. Wow, well played. This electronic wolf has been blown to smithereens. I didn't have hard drives at this time. Oh, you did on an Amiga. There you go. Okay, well, we're going to save again. Why does the monastery have an electric wolf in 1304? You push open the door and enter the monastery. Monastery. Oh, God. Yep, I gotta follow them, I know. But for some reason, he decided to walk over there when I clicked up here. A spy, a spy! Even before you've had time to be aware of it, the monks attack you and beat you up. Everything around you seems to go dark, and you fall into a deep sleep forever. Well, I'm glad I saved. They should all have wooden boards. Just Pie Jesu Domine, Dona est requiem. Whack. Don't you dare walk inside those lines. Useless. I think I'm going to save again just because, I mean, I gotta be me. Fairly farty. Examine this. Fasa Superior. Hello, Fasa Superior. Brr. He gives you a nasty, uneasy feeling. Brother, go and fetch me a cup of chickapock? I feel my srabier pricking me. Don't know what any of those words mean. Okay, leave, please. No. Chickenpox for Saber. Oh. Clearly I didn't read that properly. This game is pretty, though. That seems like something I shouldn't take, but I'm going to. It's a little cup fashioned out of yellow metal. Maybe it is made of gold. Well, let's take it. So, you take the cup. He chose poorly. Yeah, I can't see how this could possibly go wrong. Come on. Out the door, big fella. There we go. So I kind of don't want them to catch up to me. I'm sure nothing will happen, but I still really don't want it to happen. Ugh. What's that noise? Is that them smashing the door? Oh, that's dripping water? Ah, old PC games. I think that's the right barrel, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to use cup. Okay, so you fill the cup with wine, and goodness, it doesn't taste bad. That doesn't seem right, though. Oi. Well, about time. Give me the chickapuck quickly. You hold out the cup to him. Yeah, I knew that was wrong. And the Father Superior falls down dead drunk. Oh, I guess it was right. The Amiga was always that. I mean, I didn't really have computers a lot growing up anyway, but the Amiga was kind of like that unicorn. Like, there was no way I was ever going to play one. There was no way I was ever going to have one. But all the games on it looked gorgeous. Especially because they kept showing Shadow of the Beast over and over again. It was just like, nothing I own will ever play something like that. And then Shadow of the Beast came out on like the Genesis, or was it Mega CD? And it wasn't very good. Or at least that version wasn't. Yeah, my experience with PCs were Commodore 64s and my Tandy. And then I did have a friend who got a PC that could run King's Quest V. But who didn't have that gigantic case of discs with just all kinds of pirated games? And there was nothing wrong with it. We didn't think there was anything wrong with it anyway. We didn't know we were doing anything wrong. But yeah, I mean, just a gigantic. I wish I know I feel like if I looked hard enough in this house, like in the basement, in a corner somewhere, I would find my caddy full of floppies. Yes, Drew, exactly. We didn't know we were doing anything wrong. And the Father Superior falls down dead drunk. Let's examine the Father Superior. You search the Father Superior, and in one of his pockets you find a box that looks like an infrared remote control device. You take the remote control device. We're going to use the device on piece of furniture. There's a little magnetic card inside the piece of furniture. The back of the card bears the following inscription: Bio Challenge. You wait for a few moments in expectation. These words seem familiar to you, but you can't remember where you heard them before. You take the card. God, we have to go back out into that room again. Is it? Oh, so that's one of those in-game ads. If they catch me, are they gonna kill me? Oh God, I keep doing that every time. Oh, sweet. Hot chocolate and s'mores. Love it. Are you going to Vegas, Ben? Use control device on barrel. An opening. You enter the secret passage. I feel like Paul Mattingly would know. Torrance daughter, your heart begins to beat very hard because you feel you are approaching your goal. She seems to be asleep. The young girl is extremely beautiful, and you ask yourself whether she is not the reason for your feeling of disquiet. Could this be a control panel? I'm looking for a glass case. Oh, she's in the glass case, moron. At the foot of the glass case, you find a little gas capsule. Examine her in the style of Kojima. No, that's not for a few more weeks. Roping. You take it. All right. And now we're going to... Oh, well, we should probably have to walk down here. Use the magnetic card on the console. You place the card in the reader. Skrazjik dribosajik aktak. Naturally, you can't understand a word the machine is saying to you. Frankly, even I sometimes have difficulty understanding it. Now, that was kind of a... You hear a faint clicking sound. That's it. The case opens, releasing the beautiful Lana. Thank you for setting me free, stranger. My name is Lana, daughter of Torin. You hold out the pendant to her, saying, I am a friend. Your father sent me to look for you. Here is the medallion. She examines it and is reassured. That is indeed my father's medallion, so I can trust you. A determined look comes into her eyes. We must be quick now. I hope they have not yet begun phase 2. Not quite understanding what she's talking about, you let her take the lead. The young girl types a long message on the keyboard. As she types, she says to you, their score zoom is ready, but we're just in time to stop them from actuating it. Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? You don't dare ask for an explanation. In any case, she seems to be too busy to answer you. So, I mean, the whole point of this is, right, like, he's basically a Roger Wilco style character, I'm assuming. Like, he's a window washer. He's not meant to be doing this, right? That's what's happening here. She continues typing on the keyboard. Finally, she turns to you and says, that's it. It ought to be over quite quickly now. I programmed the destruction of their screw. A Druish princess. Funny, she doesn't look Druish. Quick, let's get away before the whole thing explodes. She points the pendant at you and... God, I gotta watch that movie again. Lana, father! I was so worried. Everything's all right now. Father, the screw has been destroyed. It's the kind of combination an idiot would have in his luggage. And it's thanks to our friend. It is he who rescued me from the monks. Thank you, friend. I knew the minute I saw you that you were a man of valor. It's much lighter now. I could carry 3 or 4 of these. 2 or 3 of these, that's what it was. Go back to your putts. Lana and I can never thank you enough for the help you have given us. Bet she gives great helmet. Of course, you say what people usually say in such cases. Oh, think nothing of it. I was just lucky. See, this is why we need to be... This is why we need to be able to watch a movie together. I never realized that whole scene with all the different merchandise was actually poking fun of the fact that he got George Lucas's blessing to do a send-up of Star Wars, but part of the contract was he wasn't allowed to release any Spaceballs merchandise. Mel Brooks wasn't allowed to release Spaceballs merchandise. So that's where that whole Spaceballs merchandise scene came from in the movie. I had no idea. Lana stares at you for a moment, then interrupts you. I didn't notice it in the screw, but you don't talk like the people around here. The Lord agrees. Yes, where are you from, young man? When are you from might be more to the point. If we ever figure out how to do movie night, we can do Spaceballs. I think, Mathman, you're right. Then you tell them your story, how you discovered the laboratory, the teleporter, the swamp. We ain't found it. The Lord exchanges a look with his daughter and replies, I think we owe you an explanation, young man. Follow me. We're at now. Go back to then. When? Prepare to fast forward. Preparing to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir. Here we are. No one will disturb us here. Yeah, you're right about that. First of all, you need to know that we are in the year 1304. The time transporter took you back hundreds of years into the past. But that's impossible. Time travel is nothing but science fiction. It is science fiction for your era. But for us, it's an indisputable scientific reality. Yes, Lana and I were born in the 41st century. We have traveled 3,000 years back in time. So in a sense, we are your distant descendants. My real name is Lear Bailey, and this is my daughter, Loanne. We are agents of Triangle, the Institute of Time Research. We were sent here to investigate possible Cruhan tech activity. Buckle this. Croutons? No, Cruhans. We discovered the Cruhans during our space explorations. They are a nation which originated on Betelgeuse. They are violent and bloodthirsty humanoids with whom we have been at war for more than a century. They possess a technology which is far more advanced than ours, and thus they have the advantage in this war. Luckily for us, they have not completely mastered their technology because they did not create it. They used the artifacts left behind by a civilization that has disappeared. It was a civilization which must have had immeasurable power if the wonders of their technology are anything to go by. Ford Prefect. Nice. These wonders enabled our civilization and that of the Cruans to take a giant step. The art of time travel was revealed to us when we translated their ancient writings. But even though we can use it, I must confess that the technique uses laws which are very far from being perfectly understood. Unfortunately, the Cruhans also took over this invention, and we are afraid they will use it against us. So we took the place of Lord Torin and his daughter in order to pursue our investigations. The Lord and his daughter are now in a state of suspended animation until our mission is completed. They have been placed under psychohypnosis, which means they are in a sort of trance. When they wake up, they will believe they have been living normally for the last few days. So they will not be aware of what has happened to them, and they can continue to live as before. So your time travel is very discreet. Of course, we could not let the course of events be altered. The most we could do is alter them slightly so no major changes occur, because that's how time works. But what about the Cruhans? They don't give the impression that they care about any changes they might cause. Yes, that's exactly why we're here. But for the moment, the most thorny problem is you. Me? Yes. Now you know things which no human being of your time ought to know about. I must admit I'm rather out of my depth in this situation. By rights, I ought to put you into a psychohypnotic trance as well, but, to be honest, I find it difficult to take that decision in view of all the help you've given us. I think it would be better to refer the matter to the Supreme Council. Loanne will take you to the Council. I'll join you later, once I have erased every trace of our presence here. I'm your father's nephew's uncle's former roommate. I forget that whole... Loanne, I already read that. Come. We go. Here are the time transporters we are going to use. This is mine. Absolutely nothing. And here is yours. I'm very surprised how like the Cruhan machines they are. Well, it's not so surprising because they originate from the same technology. Technoloi. That of the ancients. Here, I think you will feel more comfortable in these overalls. Zip. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Chronoporter set to the year 4315. Bon voyage. That is so out of this world. Oh, that doesn't look good. Loanne, what's happened? Where'd she go? You wait for a moment, hoping to see her reappear, but you're out of luck. There are definitely some days in which nothing goes right. Here you are, alone again. Where? When? The ruins all around you are eerie. You're thinking to yourself, this isn't the kind of place where I'd choose to spend my holidays. Princess Yoga Pants. All right, and that is where we're going to end tonight. It's pretty good, right? Even though it's a little bit finicky. You are now in Space Quest. That was the greatest part about that thing. Now in Space Quest 10. You're my kind of man. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. We had good viewership tonight, so thank you if you're new here. Remember, follow, like, subscribe. Please subscribe. And more importantly, thank you for the donation tonight. We're at $4,800.26 of the $10,000 goal for Extra Life. That's this weekend, November 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll be playing Genesis and Mega Drive games on the Genesis and Mega Drive Mini, which I'm pointing back there because that's where they are, for 25 hours straight. Again, hoping to raise $10,000 for Extra Life. I know we can do it again this year. Be back tomorrow night. Same time, same channel, playing Earthbound Beginnings on the Wii U, which I have set up right over there. Back when life existed. Thanks for your help, Ricky. Appreciate that tonight. I hope you come back next week, next Monday when we keep playing this. But like I said, tomorrow night, Earthbound Beginnings. And then Thursday night, Luigi's Mansion 3. Super excited about that. Again, thank you so much for your support. Have a great evening, and hope to see you again here tomorrow night. Good night. Blank screen.